Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of me and my main man, my player partner, Old Boys, 5-part series, what we like to call Goat Killers. I'm your host, King Joffy Jofer, aka Joy Road Street Gucci Loafers.
I'm Old Boy. I'm locked, cocked, and ready to go. That's all I got for you today. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Well, let's do this thing, man. Let's do it, man.
It's time.
Episode 3.
Man.
Yeah, it's time to get into it, man. I'm not running away from nothing, man. I ain't running from nobody, from whatever nobody want to say. I got facts to back mine up. When I'm talking statistics. I'm talking legitimacy. I'm talking real life. I'm talking real life facts. I'm not making nothing up. I'm not being biased to somebody because I like them a lot or or because they so lovable and huggable and popularity. I'm not going off that. That's not what I do. That ain't what we do here on Goat Killers. We talking about the GOAT. The GOAT, or lack thereof. You feel me?
I feel you.
Well, let's get into this thing. Episode 3. Pop icon. Biggest icon in the history of modern day music.
Right. You can say that.
In the history of music, shall I say. Period. Biggest iconic figure. I would say he's the biggest iconic figure of all times in the history of music. I would say that. Iconic.
Okay. I'll go with that.
But one thing that I, sold a billion cajillion records. He bought an amusement park and called it the Never Never Land Ranch.
He bought the Elephant Man's bones.
Yeah. He had a lot of his little friends there with him. He invited his little friends over to play with him at the ranch a lot. He had a lot of little buddies, and they were his little friends, and he played with them at the amusement park a lot.
Sometimes they had sleepovers.
Yeah, they spent the night together, and they enjoyed each other's company and had a good time, I'm assuming.
And they had a snow cone machine.
Which is dope. I would love to have one of those at the crib.
Yeah, but them snow cone, if you get a snow cone, it's a cost for it, though. I don't know if you want to pay that price.
Plus, I don't know what flavor those snow cones were. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm not sure what flavor they were. But anyway, we're talking about the one and only legendary Michael Jackson. That's right. Mike. Let's get into it. Michael Jackson, baby. Let's get into it. From young Mike with the Jackson 5 to my favorite Mike off the wall.
Right.
To the Thriller Mike, which is when I start getting into my controversy and my issues. And then going off into the bad Mike. Remember the time Mike and,
Dangerous.
A little shaky, baby. The dangerous Mike. Yeah, we started to get a little shaky.
Started getting extra shaky.
You feel me? But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. What's your take on Mike, man? What you got?
My take on Mike is that he is a once in a blue moon figure. He's a legendary presence. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Antarctica. They know who Mike is. You know what I'm saying? Mike is one of the most accomplished entertainers of all time. At the same time, I feel that Mike is a pop music legend. Pop music appeals to everybody across all audiences, kids, teeny boppers, Eskimos, everybody. Pop music is cute. It's fun. It's nice to pop your bubblegum to a bobby head at your 6th grade graduation because it's happy music for the kids. You know what I'm saying? But you can play it as an adult, have a good time. But at the same time, pop music, it is what it is, man. It has no substance. It doesn't cover a lot of, subjects. It's not real. It's bubblegum at times and has a lot of bubblegum content. I think that Mike was a great entertainer. I think his vocal range was a little bit lacking. And, he made songs for the kids and the radio. You have a little back to school rally. You play some Mike Jackson and I want to love you. Do you want to? All that type of stuff. That's cool.
Hey, man, that's the jam. Now, hold on. Now. You're being disrespectful a little bit right there now. At that very moment, you were tripping a little bit because that's the jam.
It is the jam.
That's one of
I
the
get
five.
it.
That's one of the 5 songs on Thriller that I do like. Okay, let's just make
I'm
sure we
not
understand that.
I'm not mad at PYT, but it's cute. You know what I'm saying? It's rather bubblegummy. You know what I mean? It's still a jam. You know, it's cool to bob your little head to and all that type of stuff. But it's a little popish, man. It's a little cotton candy. It's cute. You know, I want to love you, PYT. Pretty young thing. You know, I don't know if he was tapping into a little bit R. Kelly right there, but you know, I don't know, man.
You ain't holding no punches today, are you, old boy? You coming
Hey,
swinging.
man.
You're swinging for the fences today, ain't you, sir?
This
Ain't you,
is
sir?
one goat I had my eye on for a long time, man. I've been hunting this goat for a long time. People been blinded by this goat ever since I was little, man, and I'm tired. You know, it's just I didn't have this goat in my sights for a long time, brother. And I'm tired of sugarcoating it with these people, man. I'm tired of whitewashing. No pun intended.
So listen, man, let me give you some take on where I'm coming from with this thing, man. I think you and I are coming from 2 different perspectives on killing this goat. I think we're gonna achieve what we're set out to achieve today. I just think we're gonna go about it in different angles, though. I think we're gonna go about it in a little different ways, and I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I'm not going to sit up here and disrespect popular music. I'm not going to say that popular music is bubblegum. I'm not going to go there. That's not my gripe with Mike not being a GOAT. Here's my gripe with Mike not being a GOAT. The reason that Mike is not the GOAT is because if you pay attention to albums and you pay attention to the totality of the record, and this goes for hip hop, for pop, for R&B, jazz, I don't care what genre music it is. If you pay attention to the totality of a complete classic album, you cannot sit here and tell me that Mike has more than one classic album. In my opinion, Off the Wall is a classic album.
Undisputed.
But I don't see any more classic albums by this man. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, my God, Thriller sold 60 million. Oh, my God, you crazy. You tripping. You on the tip. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, we can talk about Thriller real quick. We can really get into Thriller. As a matter of fact, let's get into Thriller.
Let's just go straight to Thriller. Let's go straight because I don't have no beef with Off the Wall. That's my favorite Mike album. So if we go to Thriller, we start off right at the top with Wanna Be Starting Something. Wanna Be Starting Something is not bad. I came from. Okay. I do like that song.
Let me tell you something right now. Wanna Be Starting Something. When I make my playlist of first song playlist of all times, like when the album come on and that first song play, Wanna Be Starting Something is making my playlist because that song is fire. That song come on, guns blazing. Wanna Be Starting Something is banging. Mama Say, Mama Say, with Michael song, that's the jam. Right. I'm not fronting on that. That's one of the best songs on this album to me.
But then we followed up with Baby Be Mine.
Baby Be Mine is not really hitting like that. Yeah, it's not hitting like that. It's just not coming after Wanna Be Starting Something. You gotta kind of come with it, bro. You don't want to go to Baby Be Mine right after that. Baby Be Mine is a skip. Yeah. I skip that song. I skip it. Go ahead.
I skip the next song. The Girl Is Mine.
Okay, let's talk about this song. Let's spend some time on The Girl Is Mine.
We could talk about this song for forever because it is one of the most tenderest, softest songs you could ever come across in life. It's just not. It's so poppy and bubblegummy and fun, and you know you want to fight of your life for your woman. And you sitting here arguing with another tender dude about the girl being mine.
But let's talk about it though. Let's get into it. You got Paul McCartney, the lead singer of the Beatles. Then you got Michael Jackson, the lead singer of the Jackson 5. So you got Paul and Mike, right? Two icons. Why y'all fighting over one chick? Y'all can have as many chicks as y'all want. This chick must be cold. What is y'all doing? It's one chick. I'm a You're not a fighter, man. Both of y'all acting real tender like y'all ain't got bread. What is wrong with both of y'all? I'm disappointed and disgusted at both of y'all.
I don't understand the way you think saying that she's yours and not mine. Sending your roses and your silly dreams really just a waste of time because she's mine. The doggone girl is mine.
Oh,
you sound like Eddie Haskell and Richie Cunningham arguing over Joni.
The doggone girl is mine, man. Don't nobody like that song. If anybody tell me that you like that song, you lying. You are a liar. You don't like that. You're a liar.
It's
Nobody
tender.
likes that song. Nobody
because
likes.
She's mine.
Let me tell you what nobody that I know does.
Wait a minute.
Nobody that I know listens to Thriller and goes to The Girl Is Mine and listens to it from beginning to end and really be into that song. No, but you don't like that song. You don't like that song. You're lying if you tell me you're lying.
You know when you really get frustrated is at the end of the song when they have the argument. Hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't believe.
What is wrong with these millionaires? What are y'all doing? 80s. Cocaine and hoes. Why are y'all arguing about this one chick? What is happening? What is going on here?
Oh, man.
It's 82. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I don't know what's going on, man, but that song ain't hitting. That song is terrible. That might be the worst song Michael Jackson ever made. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That song don't make it to none of my playlists concerning anything that has to do with Mike at all. I'm never listening to that song. It's horrible. It's like the worst song. Now, this song that we talking about right now, Thriller. This is the album that everybody says is the greatest icon album. Oh my God. And this song is on that album that y'all talking about, that y'all speak so highly of. No, I'm not having it, oh boy. So then we transition into Thriller. Thriller's kind of controversial for me because I feel like I don't discuss it because people are so blinded by the song and the video, which the video was amazing. The dance sequence, dope. The concept was pretty dope. The hype around it. Mike was dropping releases, had people sitting around the TV with the family with his video releases. But the song itself, nobody's listening to it. Nobody's listening to Thriller. You're not driving down the street in your car and listening to Thriller album, and then the song Thriller comes on, and you're like, oh, let me turn that up. Let me turn it up. You're not about to do this. You're not doing none of that. You're skipping that. You don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to listen to Thriller. Unless it's Halloween. Unless it's Halloween and it's Trick or Treat. And it's not even my best Halloween song. My Man Playing Tricks on Me is my favorite Halloween song of all the time. Of all time. The Thriller is not even popping. It got the breakdown. The video took it to the next level, no question. The movie, because it was like a mini movie when it came out. Him and his girl was, walking around, going to the movies, and then they walked around, and he turned into a werewolf, which is corny as hell now that I'm an adult and I'm really thinking back on it now. And me saying it out of my mouth in real time, it's really making it really stupid. Like, he talking to his girl, he said, I'm not like other guys. I'm thinking he like real horny or something. Like, okay, I'm a freak. No, I'm a werewolf. I'm a werewolf. That's what I meant. That's stupid. You're a werewolf who turned into a zombie. You got to make up your mind, brother. What you gonna be? You can't be all the monsters. You're being too many monsters. First you was a werewolf, then you was a zombie. Like, what are you talking about, man? You're transforming and doing too much, man. When you gonna kiss the girl? Did you kiss her? No, never. You didn't even. Did you even try to grab her butt? What's happening here? I don't understand this. I'm not feeling this song, man. This song ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, I'm lost, old boy. Help me out, man. Make it make sense to me, man. They're blinded by the GOAT, man. This is one of those Mike Jackson moments. You can't touch him, talk about him because he's quote unquote Mike, man. Don't nobody want to have an honest conversation. Because I'm telling you, you tell me 90% of the people you know. You telling me that these people, you know who I'm talking about, who we know.
that people are really, when they go to bat for Mike, saying that he the GOAT. You telling me they putting on Thriller on a regular basis? That's they jam. I got to bump this Thriller.
Let me take it to another level. Let me take what you're saying to another level.
Mm-hmm.
All these people that love Mike and that's going to get on here debating what we're talking about right now, they have not in their life, except when they were 9, put Thriller on and played Thriller when they had control of playing it. Do you understand what I'm saying, sir? I'm talking about I'm grabbing my vinyl record and I'm putting it on a record player and I'm playing it when I'm 9. But when you were 27, 34, 37, 39, you didn't grab your CD or cassette deck, fast forward to Thriller, hit play, and then drive down the street. No, you didn't do that. You didn't do it. Stop lying. You're lying. Now you're lying. And I don't like it.
You know what? I'm excited to really get into the next track because I think it's one of the most overrated songs, and I didn't really come to grips with this until I was an adult. Because
oh boy, you know how I feel about this song now. Now you know.
I
feel
get
about
it.
The Girl Is Mine. This is how I feel about this song right here that you're about to talk about. Go ahead, man.
They're out to get you. Better leave while you can. Don't want to be a boy. You want to be a man. You want to stay alive. Better do what you can. Just beat it. Just beat it. You have to show them that you're really not scared. You're playing with your life. This ain't no truth or dare. They'll kick you and they'll beat you and they'll tell you it's fair. So beat it. But you want to be bad, just beat it. Whoa, what?
I don't even know what's happening right now. What is
the
going
theme
on?
of this? What is the theme of the song? What's the thing? No one wants to be defeated, showing how funky and strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it. What are we talking about?
This is a very stupid song. This song is so damn stupid. And nobody that you know in their adult life have put Beat It on and drove around and listened to Beat It as an adult. It's obviously a song for a child. You know who loves this song? My baby loves this song. Dory, this is one of her favorite songs. She loves Beat It.
You know why she loves it?
Yes,
you know why she loves it? Because the music. No, because the music and the guitar that he didn't play or he didn't arrange or produce.
He didn't do it. He didn't.
It has a catchy beat. Mike could have been talking about Rice Krispie treats on Beat It, the song versus his lyrics. Because nobody knows what he's talking about at all. And the
music composition is phenomenal. The composition of a music, from a perspective of a musician, I mean, the composition of the music is phenomenal. Once the lyrics get on it and I'm looking at the video and I'm thinking about it as a grown-up, it's a very, very stupid, immature song that I don't want to ever listen to. And I'm never going to put in Thriller. And I have a lot of songs on Thriller that I do like, but I'm never going to put on Beat It and let it play until the end unless Dory is in the car and she wants to hear it. That's the only time that we're listening to Thriller. I'm not listening to it in my car by myself or when I'm driving around with my wife. It's not going to happen.
So next is Billie Jean, which I can't front. I like Billie Jean. Lyrics are kind of dumb, but it's catchy. I do get that he was trying to, I guess, quell some rumors and stuff like that, but rumors.
Okay. Wait a minute. Before you make me hate this song, okay, let me just say what I gotta say first. Because the more it's different when you start talking about it out of your mouth and you really think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Billie Jean, right up until this moment, was my favorite Michael Jackson song of all time. It was my favorite song that he ever made. But now that you're talking and you're making me really think about what he's saying in the song. The child is not my son. What is happening, man?
For 40 days and 40 nights, the law was on her side. But who can stand when she's in demand? Her schemes and plans, because we danced on the floor in the round. So take my strong advice. Just remember to always think twice. Do think twice. Do think twice. She told my baby we danced till 3. Then she looked at me, then showed a photo. My baby cried, and his eyes were like mine because we danced on the floor in the round. Baby.
Can you keep going for me?
Let me see. People always told me to be careful of what you do and don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. She came and stood right by me, just the smell of sweet perfume. This happened much too soon. She called me to her room. Billie Jean ain't my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I'm the one. But the kid ain't my son.
Okay, first of all, we know the kid's not your son, Mike.
We know that.
We know that kid is not your son. That kid might be your friend, but that kid ain't your son. He might be your buddy. He might be your best friend.
He might have went to the ranch.
You and that kid might have baby bottles sitting around your bed with juice in the baby bottles. I don't know.
Or wine.
I don't know what was in the bottles that I saw. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what was in them, but I do know that kid is not your son. I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't, Michael. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Because I know that kid ain't yours. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Oh boy, you're making me change my tune a little bit, man. This was my favorite Michael Jackson song, and you just kind of ruined it for me, brother. You just put something into perspective. This song is stupid, okay? It's a dumb song.
You know what made it even more dumb? It wasn't even about him. It was about the groupies trying to pin stuff on his brothers. They ain't had nothing to say about him. Mike made the song about his. He ain't got nothing to do with it. Mike ain't had nothing to do with it. This was all about his brothers and the groupies that his brothers saw on tour. They had nothing to do with him.
It's such a great beat, though. And it's so. I mean, my goodness, the track is that was that Quincy Jones? Man, that's phenomenal, man.
So, after Thriller, after Billie Jean, he looks so tender. Human Nature. I rock with Human Nature.
Mm-hmm.
After that is PYT. Rock with PYT. Number 9, Lady in My Life. I rock with it.
I love Lady in My Life.
Yeah.
That's the jam right there. Lady in My Life. Now that I've turned this new leaf on Thriller album, and you just kind of exposed Billie Jean to me a little bit. Lady in My Life might be the best song on this
album. It definitely is. Lady in My Life was like, I would be like, who wrote that? Because I know he didn't. I'm like,
we know
that. Where did that come from?
I wonder, it sounds like something Prince will write, maybe. I don't know. It sounds like a Prince will. I mean, he writes all of his stuff. He might write.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't want to throw that out there just yet, but since we're going there. So yeah, Thriller to me was 4.5 mics.
How many mics?
I give it 4.5.
You give Thriller 4.5 mics.
Yeah.
Thriller. That's very generous of you.
I'm being generous because, it still don't make it a classic. 4.5 is not 5.
I have to give Thriller 3.5 mics.
Wow.
Because Beat It is, I'm never going to listen to that song by myself ever. I'm never going to listen to Baby Be Mine ever. I'm never listening to The Girl Is Mine ever. I'm never listening to Thriller. That's 4 songs out of 9 that I'm never going to listen to by myself.
That's a bad average.
4.5 mics.
I'm just, because
I'm never going to listen to.
Off the scale, man, I'm just being generous because of the impact, sales, and everything else. It's still not a classic, but I could go 4.5, but I'd give it 4.5. It's still not classic. It ain't off the wall.
So for me, you got 9 songs, and I like 5 of the 9. That's like almost 50% to me. So for me, that's like a D plus or getting into like a D minus.
Yeah, if you're gonna put it in terms, Yeah, then I get it. All right. I mean,
Yeah,
I
so
get
so
it.
so 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 really, I'm being generous. I gave it 3.5. Maybe I should give it 2.5 or 3 mics. Look, I'm not about to sit up here and sugarcoat this thing because y'all love Mike and that's y'all guy. I'm telling you what my grown man self is saying. Okay, I say what I want to say. Mike is an icon. He's the greatest icon of all time. But Thriller is like 2.5, 3 mics because I skipped 4 songs out of 9. I like 5 songs. You exposed Billie Jean to me, so now I'm shaky about that. Although the production is phenomenal. And then I love 4, so it's like that's not a good average for me. So how can I give it 4? Definite satisfaction, 4.5. I got to go like 3. You know what I'm saying? I got to get low. I'm just keeping it 100 with you,
Oh,
just based on the
wait a
law of
minute.
averages.
Let's get into the next one, man. Let's go to bad because
Okay, let's go to bed. Let's do it.
here's where it starts getting shaky.
All right, let's do it.
Bad. First song off the album. Bad.
Your butt is mine.
No, it's not.
I have
Mike.
never liked that song. I have never liked that song in my life. I ain't never liked Bad. Bad ain't never been the jam. And if you said that it was the jam, you're either lying or you were lying.
How many times you hear bad come on a regular basis?
I'd never hear Bad come on the radio ever. I don't hear it anymore. I've never heard it like in the last 30 years or so. Nobody cares about it. Nobody likes it. Everybody's lying if they say they like it. Nobody likes that song.
You remember for the longest Mike was doing like the video releases, everybody come over his event, Mike dropping. I was so disappointed. We all went over to my grandma's house for Bad when that dropped. I didn't like Bad. I'm like, man, what is this dude dressing up in S&M leather and zippers with baby hair talking about he bad? Your butt is mine, I'm gonna tell the truth. What do you mean, Mike? What are you going? I know you're not fighting. What are you talking about? What makes you bad?
See, here's the thing for me. It's not even the butt is mine part. For me, the beat is not cold. I don't like the beat, the music.
Right.
You know how but like you telling me you exposing Billie Jean to me today. And you like Billie Jean, if you really listen to it, he's kind of stupid. And yes, it is. Billie Jean's still one of my favorite songs because the music and the composition of Billie Jean is just phenomenal. It's just everything is hitting. So no matter what, I'm still gonna like Billie Jean. I'm never gonna not like it because it's just a jam. I just love it. With Bad, that music is not hitting at all. It don't have no soul, no feeling.
No.
It's like what is this? This is not a good song. And I really think that they pumped that song up because it was Mike. And they tried to love it, but everybody know that is not. That's like one of Mike's worst songs. That song is not dope.
Gonna hurt your mind. Don't shoot to kill. Shimon. Lay it on me.
Go to the next song. Man. I can't do this, man. I can't
lay
do
it
this.
on
Bad
me
is,
all
bad
night.
Is horrible.
I'm giving you to the count of 3 to show your stuff, or let it be.
No. Next.
Okay. Let me see. Next, you got The Way You Make Me Feel. I like this song.
Yeah, I like the way.
I like that. Speed Demon. Pure, unadulterated trash.
Nobody's listening to that. Unless you're 11.
Horrible.
If you're 11 years old, you might get into that. I don't
You
like
wasted your time in the studio with Speed Demon. Just, oh my goodness. And they had a video for it too.
Yes, it was very stupid.
Then you have.
It was childish.
Yes.
Keep going.
Then you had Liberian Girl. I like Liberian Girl.
That's the jam.
Yeah.
Liberian Girl is dope. That's the jam.
Just Good Friends. Trash. Another Part of Me. I'll listen to it if I can't. If my hands are wet and I can't unlock my phone or skip to the next song.
Yeah, Another Part of Me is not trash. I ain't gonna sit here and call that trash, but no, it's not. I don't want to listen to that. Keep going.
No, it's a skip. Man in the Mirror, like it.
Yeah, Man in the Mirror is dope.
That's
one of Michael Jackson's dope. Man in the Mirror is one of Michael Jackson's dopest songs.
Iconic song.
Yeah, that's a good song.
I just can't stop loving you. Like it. Dirty Diana. Don't like it.
I love Dirty Diana. I love Dirty Diana. I love that song. I love Dirty Diana.
I can take it or leave it.
Okay, keep going.
Smooth Criminal. I like Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal was funky. That's See, Smooth Criminal got that essence of that. It got a little funk in it, a little soul in it. Like you could get into that. I like Smooth Criminal. That's dope.
Mm-hmm. 3, 4. You said 5, 6. 6 out of 13. We got another F average. Plus, I didn't like the album.
Did you go to Streetwalker and
they're trash.
Fly Away? Yeah, they're all trash.
Yeah, trash. That was a waste
this
of
album.
time.
This album is not. This album is not good. I don't think it's good.
This 3 mics.
How do you have 2 hours? Okay, this album is not for me. It's just not for me. You know, I don't know. I can't get into it. It's just not. I don't want to listen to it. So to me, I give it 2 mics. I don't like this album. I don't 2.5. I don't know. I don't like it. It's just not dope to me. I don't like it.
Let's get to a real stinker of an album.
Dangerous? Okay.
This album smells like baby diaper.
Okay.
Jam was a poppy song and all this type stuff. I don't listen to it. I don't have to. It don't even appeal to me. I don't like Jam at all.
It's not my style. I don't like it.
Why You Want to Trip on Me? I had to go back and do a check on this album. I didn't even remember this song. I don't remember it because I remember when Dangerous, he did Remember the Time, the video premiere, Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying? All the models, Michael Jackson, all that type of stuff. So then people got the album. Right, Iman.
Yeah.
People got the album like, what is this? Mike, what are you doing? Because that album was the biggest disappointment, but he got on at the time with Black and White. Like, we forget about everything else because of Black and White, Remember the Time.
In the closet with Naomi Campbell. That was a big record because, he was in there with her. They was dancing. She was the hottest supermodel in the game at the time. And it was just a good look all the way around. Now, is this the one with They Don't Care About Us? Is that on this album?
No.
Okay, so that's not on here. Okay.
No, that's on History.
Yeah. So okay. So for me, this album, Black and White, is terrible. Heal the World is a good effort, but I don't like the song. I like the message of the song, but I'm not listening to it ever in life. But I can appreciate the song, though. I can appreciate it, but I'm not listening to it ever. And neither is you and none of y'all.
Nobody.
Stop lying.
Nobody.
You're lying. You're not listening to Heal the World. So for
ain't
me,
nobody listening to Black and White.
For this album, I've been a fan of In the Closet and Remember the Time was always a decent song. But other than that, this album is one mic. This album is one mic. This album is like Nas' best song. One mic.
Trash. You got 3.
I'm tired of this, man. Y'all overrating this guy. This is 3 albums that's mediocre at best. Y'all not listening to these songs. Y'all just caught up in it's Mike. So you caught up in the moment of it being the icon, but you're not really paying attention to the albums. I don't hear when people make arguments, they're like, man, you crazy. He sold 66 million. That's all they say is numbers. Tell me the songs, like going to the joints. You're gonna say the singles. I need to hear some album cuts though. You can't tell me you're jamming the Black and White. You're not jamming the Black and White. That does not. You're not listening to Jam. You're not.
And then you had the nerve to follow up with History. Like, oh my God, Mike dropping a double CD. Let me grab it.
Listen, I'm not even about to waste everybody's time.
Yeah, I'm not even.
History.
Okay,
let's go. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's cut it out. Listen.
Yeah.
The albums was mediocre. Okay. We know that Off the Wall was a classic, but all these other albums after Off the Wall, all of them was mediocre. I even like his newer records with when he started messing with Rodney Jerkins better than all these 80s and 90s joints. Like when he started messing with Rodney Jerkins with Dark Child, I actually liked the album with Butterflies on it. I thought that album was
sweet.
That was a dope album right there.
Yep.
He started venturing off and getting into, different producers, and that album was a little bit more R&B than pop. He kind of went away from the pop feel and started getting into the, a little soul in it. And I thought I thought the album was dope, like real talk. But all these albums leading up to that, when he started messing with Dark Child, I'm not feeling them. But let's get into this. So if Mike not the GOAT, let's talk about some people who could be considered the GOAT. If we're not gonna say Mike the GOAT, then who can we say? I just want to throw a couple names out there.
Come on, man.
For me. for me, I could throw Stevie Wonder out there.
Impressive catalog, way more hits.
Over Mike.
Way more hits. Stevie's catalog is ridiculous.
I could throw my man Prince in there now. Come on now. Prince jamming. He got jams. I could throw Prince in there for sure.
Listen, man, when it comes to artists and people who are borderline geniuses to me, I would rather let me tell you, be honest. You can have a Prince and Stevie argument. I get with somebody with a Prince and Stevie argument before I mess with somebody with a Prince and Michael Jackson argument, because it ain't even close. I don't believe it's close.
It's not.
And when we get to the crux, if you really want to tell the truth, they're not close, man. If you talking about artistry and listen, let me all right, I'm done sugarcoating. I'm done dancing around it. Everybody caught up off the glitter glove, the crotch grabbing, the hee and the dancing and
the moonwalk.
Mike which is overrated. The moonwalk, I will go to my grave saying the moonwalk is overrated trash.
I like the Cabbage Patch. I like the Cabbage Patch better. Give me the Cabbage Patch. I like the School Craft.
I like the School Craft.
Yeah, give me the Kid and Play over the moonwalk. But go ahead.
Everybody caught up in the icon, the entertainer of Mike, and that the star power is blinding people to the real substance of the artist. When it comes to musicians and being an artist, Mike ain't in that conversation, bro. He's a pop singer, and his vocal range wasn't even there. Mike wasn't the best singer at all. At all. I don't understand how we really having this argument about. I'm really tired of people with this argument of Mike versus Prince. Let's really get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the bottom of this right now. Mike don't want no problems with Prince, man. When it comes to singing, when it comes to composing music, when it comes to writing music, when it comes to singing, when it comes to everything else, Prince encompasses what an artist is. He was ranked 33 out of 100 of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time. Of which
and he was, and that was a low ranking, because that was some BS. I want to get into two other cats though, besides those two that we said that I would consider that I would, in my opinion, I like these two artists. I would rather listen to these two artists over all of Michael Jackson's catalog, in my opinion, and that would be R. Kelly, Chris Brown. Choice of who I wanted to listen to in my big black truck between R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, I want to listen to R. Kelly. Not even close.
Well, I don't think, as we said before, nobody wants it in the hit battle with Robert. Nobody will win. I don't. You name me a person who will win against him.
Hey, I would love
to say
that Prince. I would love to say that Prince will beat Robert in a versus battle, but I don't know, man. I don't think he can. I think R. Kelly is the GOAT. It's rough, and I don't care what he did. I'm not talking about what he did, and we ain't getting into all that. What he did, it ain't got. I'm talking about music. I'm talking about songs, writing, production, composition. R. Kelly might be the GOAT.
I can't even fight you on that, because people having these conversations, they creeping up. People don't want to be honest, but I've been seeing them like, who would you put in the versus battle with him? I'm like, nobody.
Listen, R. Kelly, he's a bad man now. You can't front on Robert Kelly, and then you want to get into Chris Brown. First of all, Michael Jackson don't do nothing better than Chris Brown. Let's just make sure we understand that. He don't sing better than Chris Brown. He don't dance better than Chris Brown. He don't make better songs than Chris Brown. I mean, what are we talking about? He do the moonwalk. Chris Brown is the best dancer ever. Dancer of any artist that's an artist. Nobody danced better than Chris Brown. Michael Jackson got the moonwalk. Chris Brown killing him on that tip, on the dancing.
That's because the moonwalk is trash.
It's not even close.
Look, man, Mike do a whole lot of pointing and crotch grabbing and spinning.
He
He
make
ain't
a
got
lot
no
of noises.
choreograph. He make a
He
lot
make
of
a lot of
noises.
noises too. Yeah, he make a lot of noise.
You now you want to talk about the ad lib and the noise battle? Ain't nobody beating this Shamones and he's
I
and
don't know. Jeezy might have something to say about that with them ad libs. Jeezy might have something for Mike. Jeezy might have something. Shout out to Jeezy. Shout out Jeezy. But on the ad libs, I think Jeezy the ad lib king. That's my man's too. You know what I'm saying? But Mike had them ad libs.
And I don't care what nobody say. He don't get a pass for what he did with them little boys. I don't know if he's innocent. I don't know he's guilty, but something stink. And I never was able to get over that. I'm just putting it out there.
Hey, listen. I feel you.
I'm just being real.
One thing I
don't tolerate is with them kids, man.
Listen.
Something ain't right.
Listen. All these artists we talking about got a history of controversy in their background. Every last one of these guys on
except for Prince. Except for Prince.
No, Prince got some skeletons. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Prince. Yes, he does. And I ain't gonna get into it. Listen, I'm not here to get into the skeletons. That's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is music. And when it comes to music, Michael Jackson don't make better music than Prince, Chris Brown, R. Kelly, or Stevie Wonder. So he ain't the GOAT. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care that Thriller sold 60 million albums just because a lot of people that don't look like me like Thriller. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You got your prerogative. I got my prerogative.
He don't make better music than Usher.
Yeah, Usher got way more slaps than Michael Jackson. Way more slaps. Yeah. Way better catalog. Usher's catalog is better.
And he can dance. Better. And he can sing better.
Dance. Usher can sing better than Mike. That's true. You're right.
Yep.
So how's Mike to go? Because he's popular, because he used to look like me. And then when he stopped looking like me, that's when he became the GOAT.
Yep.
And that's real talk. That's facts. When he stopped looking like me, he became the GOAT. When he started transitioning from looking like me, that's when he became the GOAT.
When he started looking like Samantha Maselli is when it all started going down.
Listen. That white woman ain't the GOAT.
No.
And I love some of Mike's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mike is an icon, but I'm not the GOAT. No, he ain't the GOAT just because he's popular and everybody, oh my God. No, he ain't the GOAT.
I agree with you, bro. I'm tired. People watch the video. You watch the video and give me some real facts. If you give me real facts, then we can have a conversation. Don't just tell me I'm crazy or I'm stupid because of Mike this. I don't care about his album sales. I don't care about all that, man. We talking about music. When you can give me some facts about his music and not your opinion, tell me what give me some base on his music, then we'll have a conversation. You start off with, man, you crazy, you disrespectful. I don't want to hear it, man. I'm tired of everybody and you disrespectful, you crazy. How could you ever? Why? Ain't nobody untouchable.
Listen, it's unbelievable that people want to go to the album sales when it comes to Mike. But when I start talking about other people in album sales,
don't nobody want to hear it. Don't nobody want to hear it.
When I start talking about Mariah Carey album sales, the album sales don't mean nothing. When I talk about Eminem and album sales, album sales don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing when you talk about Eminem and Mariah Carey, but when you talk about Mike, it conveniently means something because Thriller sold a lot of records. So how convenient that it all of a sudden means something? No. Thriller was overrated.
Biggest crutch people always use. Numbers don't lie. Numbers lie when it comes to your argument. Because when you throw out numbers, it's okay. But when I throw out numbers, then they will go, oh, that don't count. People use that scheme whenever it fits their argument.
Because they bought the album, so of course he sold a lot. Well, who you think bought them 60 million records, man?
Right.
What are you talking about? Your argument is you're not being honest with yourself, man. You're not being honest with yourself, and all you got to go to is the album sales because you know deep down in your heart you don't listen to the bad album. You don't listen to the Thriller album for real. You skip a lot of those songs, and you really don't listen to Dangerous. You don't listen to that stuff. You're lying. Stop lying. Let's get honest. Let's be honest around here, man. Go Killers, man. What are we talking about?
I done made my point, man. I got nothing else to say.
This episode 3, man. Listen, drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? Drop us a line, man, for the GOAT Killers. Let us know what y'all feel, man. What you think about this argument that we're making about Michael Jackson not being a GOAT? I never said Michael Jackson was trash. I never said he was garbage. None of that. Michael Jackson is an icon. He's a great entertainer, a great performer, and one of the greatest pop singers that we've ever seen. But he ain't the GOAT. Now,
and that's where
you want to talk about something, you want to talk about some songs and go song for song on his albums, holla at me. If you want to talk about sales, then Eminem is the GOAT. So, okay. If you can tell me Eminem is the GOAT of hip hop, then I'll give you Mike the GOAT. But if you ain't doing that, I don't want to hear nothing. I'm out, man.
When the doves cry, I'm out.